Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is the regular meeting of the North Oakland Transportation Authority. Today is Thursday, June 20th, 2024, and we're meeting at Oxford Township Hall in Oxford, Michigan at 4:30. So with that, I'd like to request a roll call for attendance of the board.
McDonald?
Here?
Sarowski?
Yes.
Flood? Mike Flood?
Here.
Jack Curtis is excused. Brakefield?
Here.
Margaret Payne is excused. Bruce Pearson?
Here.
Chris Burnett is excused. Tanya?
Yep.
Lori Bourgeot? Ann Kelch is excused. All right.
All righty. Okay, we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right there.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the board has an agenda in front of it. Are there any questions or changes, additions?
I move to approve the agenda as submitted.
Second.
All in favor of the motion to approve the agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. All in favor, motion carries. The board has received the minutes from our previous meeting in May. Are there any questions, changes, or corrections to that? If none, a motion to approve would be in order.
Motion to approve the minutes as presented. I'll second.
Any question on the motion? If none, all in favor of the motion to approve the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Okay. We'll have the director's report at this time.
Yes. You see my director's report, but I'll just make a couple highlights on things that are not in there. One is that our audit that was approved last month, the hard copies are here along with the management letter if you'd like those. We also installed the new panic buttons in our office, and we have our locked reception area with a buzz button in now and a new key fob on our exterior door. So we are locked down, which is great. Our rides for May were our highest ever, 8,735.
Oh, here. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine, Kim.
Here. Doggone traffic and.
You know, I was getting
Oh,
coffee here.
no, Chris said that you weren't.
No, I texted both him and Linda this morning. I was
Oh.
going to be here.
Sign in, okay.
No,
Okay.
You're good. Thanks, Kim.
All right then. Just wanted to see what the drive would be like, I suppose. Holy cow.
Time for motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
No.
It's on camera, I wouldn't, okay.
Lynn, you got the memo.
That's right. I did.
last
Yeah,
person
it's all
by.
good.
It's fine. That's valid.
So our rides for May are highest ever, 8,735, which is up 113% from last May in '23, which is unbelievable. Emma and I attended the CTAA Expo last week, which went really well down in West Palm Beach. Great classes. It was really informative. And actually, because of that, we actually received 2 vans this morning that weren't supposed to be due until September because we made connection with Hoekstra, which was great. They actually showed up today. We were happy about that. Emma and I we're planning on doing a business plan workshop, but that got postponed until this September. So that's when we're going to be doing that. It's a 4-day intensive. You come out with a business plan at the end. And so we'll bring that to the board after we get done with that. And we did start accepting general population rides effective June 1st. Haven't had a lot of, I don't think the word is really out yet, but we have changed our application and we're ready to accept. But of course, we'll give priority to our seniors, disabled, low-income, and veterans. And veterans are free right now if they can have some discharge papers or an ID that shows that they're a veteran. There's some grant dollars until it ends. They think it might be September or October. So if you know of anyone. And look out for some municipal credit contracts. There's Jordan Irving took over Madonna's position, so I think they're just getting used to the process, and I think they may have sent them out, and she wasn't able to locate them, so she's resending them out. So I just sent them out to everybody today. So just need to have that probably approved by your boards and signed, and send that back. That should be it. Thank you.
Is that what Jack was writing you about?
Right,
Okay,
right.
okay.
Would you let the writers know that the military veterans cards were changed after Vietnam? Okay, when they went to the new one, they're different cards. So they
Oh.
need to give the benefit of the doubt. If a veteran shows them his veteran card and you see a person in a uniform, trust him, he was a veteran.
Okay.
I went through a bad experience with Home Depot, said this is not a veteran card.
Oh,
Yeah, tell me about it.
okay. Absolutely. Thank you.
Here's what they look like.
Oh, thank you.
What's that?
I didn't know you were a veteran.
Okay,
That's
perfect, perfect, hold it out.
So
You know, I'm
you
gonna take a
got-
picture of those after.
Okay,
so-
there you go.
There you go.
Go
And I
for
can
it.
share it with our people that are processing. That's great.
Let me see
Good
if
to
I can
know.
find mine. Not even close.
Well, you can ride for free.
After the drive here.
I'll take a picture of
TikTok.
Oh,
both of
yeah,
those.
you've got your actual, yep.
That's fantastic.
That's one, and they
Yeah.
said, that's not real.
Oh, that's more official.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
But if you don't mind, keep those out. I would like to take a
Yeah.
picture
People said, "Look at
after.
me."
Yeah, this one came from Oakland County,
Oh,
so
okay. Good to know.
my husband's retired and his is
Okay.
This is
So
there.
give them the benefit of the doubt.
Good.
The veteran's card is,
Absolutely.
While we're still on the director's report, some of the board members may have received a communication from a former employee. I would like to affirm our management decisions on employment and so that the public and the board understands that when a decision is made on employment, it's made in the best interests of the NODA organization, and we're not revisiting it, any of them, anything like that. Management of our employees, while under our purview, is done by the directors and the other management figures. Now, do we want to affirm that by motion? Or
I don't think you need to, it's understood.
okay, I just wanted to offer the opportunity in light.
Once we open that can of worms, they let
I agree, but in light of everything, I just wanted to make sure the option was out there.
Did we all get one?
I have a
Did we
feeling
all
that
get one?
everybody.
I don't
No.
know.
You know,
I
I
got
saw it, but I
Did you-
didn't know if
I
it
would
was
ignore it. I wouldn't
forwarded,
have
and that's
replied.
why I saw it.
Yeah.
'Cause on my phone, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was because somebody forwarded
Yeah.
what they got,
I just received it
but I didn't
about,
see it.
Yeah.
right before the
I
meeting
got it,
today.
no more I read it, I
Oh.
said, you're just trying
Well,
to
we had them
And-
before.
win fences,
didn't we?
which you
I probably
wouldn't
have
have gotten
that
fired.
I brought it up only because, I'm not singling that out over any other management decision, but to the best of our knowledge, we have no objections to the way
No,
our director and managers are dealing with our people. They're following our policies that we've approved. So as long as there's no dissent on that, I'm fine with moving on.
He's the same guy that sent one out
Yes.
previously last
Yeah.
year or
Oh,
whatever,
that's the
same
guy.
thing.
Right.
Same
Yeah,
one.
same
Okay.
guy, so.
He actually had that on the bottom of it.
But on
Yeah,
that good
I noticed
note,
that
on your
'cause it was at
director's
the end of
report
23.
on
Yeah.
Right.
the increase of
Yeah, there was a
people,
mistake
I
on
happened
the
to be in
date.
Myers last
just to be
night.
ahead of Mike Flynn, I'd like to make a motion, to receive and file director's report.
Okay?
Support.
Ooh.
I just,
You were done, weren't you?
Okay.
I was just gonna bring something up on a good note on
Yes.
the ridership here. I happened to be in Myers last night, and somebody had come up and recognized me and had talked about it. He says, "My senior mother lives in Lapeer, but we're moving her down here because NODA gives rides, and she's an elderly lady, and they don't have them up there, so we're selling the house up there to move down here for that purpose."
That's
So,
great.
Wow.
and that's a good thing.
It is.
So,
Okay, we're moving on to public comments. Cody, any comment? Okay, I guess not. He's got his earphones in. Moving on then to approval of financial activity. Board has received the informational items and the bills. Is there any motion at this time?
Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve all the financial activity, and the approval of bills, and who's got the total amount? We had it
Right
just a
here,
few minutes
right
ago.
here, right.
$232,900.38.
Support.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, could we have a roll call to pay the bills and accept the financial activity?
Yes, McDonald,
Yes.
Cyrowski,
Yes.
Flood,
Yes.
Brakefield,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Urbanowski,
Yes.
Waffle.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Old business, have none.
Good.
All right. New business, the PYP, our who we have a lease agreement with, did agree officially to the early termination. They've been provided, or we've been provided, a copy of the agreement. It's been signed per our director's authorization previously, I understand.
Yes.
And so this is basically informational unless you have a question.
They accepted our offer, correct?
They did.
Yes, they did.
Good job.
Just the rent.
3
Just
months,
rent.
3 months rent.
And they'll
That's
be out,
good.
they'll be out the end of
Excused.
August.
We excused them.
Right,
Right.
That was it.
yes, that's it.
Yep.
Great.
Okay, our board, the NOTA board, is currently scheduled for a July 18th
I
board
make a
meeting.
motion to cancel the July 18th meeting for
Okay.
lack of agenda items. How's that sound?
I
Mr.
heard it.
Bruce Pearson is second. Any questions on the motion? Anybody want to disagree? Okay, all in favor?
Disagree, just show up.
I'd like to disagree.
All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Okay. Next item is an important one. With the acceptance of the early termination agreement, NOTA is now free to take over the balance of the building, and we need to do some work, which Lynn informed us, gave us an overview at our last meeting, but now we have to get down to brass tacks and decide on architects and what revisions are going to be there. Now, a certain amount of that we can give general directions to Lynn, but she would appreciate assistance with the architect, who we would use. I suggested that there are board members more familiar with architects than myself. I haven't used one in quite a few years, so I'll open it up for board. Lynn, would you prefer to?
No, I mean,
Talk.
I'm just looking for
Suggestions?
suggestions on who.
Addison Township uses Partners in Architecture. They also, Rochester City uses them too. They're the ones that designed the Township Hall and working on the Fire Hall. And they did the Fire Hall in Rochester, and they did the State Police new facilities outside of Lansing. And they also did the Salvation Army there in Lakeville, the new arts building there.
Okay.
Very well known, and but that's just one. I'm just saying that we never had a problem with them
Dealing with them.
whatsoever. So that's just
And the same would hold true for engineers. If you have
We've dealt with Jim in the past.
Jim
and he's
Sharp,
been- Jim Sharp
who's
has
done
been
good
great.
by
Yeah,
us, I
he's
think,
done very
yeah.
well.
We've used Steve Auger.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Auger
Yeah,
Klein
Steve
Aller,
Auger.
yeah.
That's another one to look at.
AKA
Thorough.
Auger Klein, yeah.
yeah. And he's down at the Mill building there in Rochester now, behind the new
It's
Fire
removed,
Hall.
Right.
Yeah.
That's who we used for the first time.
Okay. Yeah, give you a couple here. You can just,
Yeah.
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 Okay, so do I just go out to bid with them, or how does that work? with-
You know what, because it's a specialized
Okay.
profession, I'm not sure, I think if you get some quotes,
yeah,
some
just-
quotes?
a couple
All right, all right.
quotes,
Yeah.
That's
the
what I wasn't
board will
sure.
be able to give you feedback on that,
All right. So
which
just-
won't be until August.
Right.
Okay.
So just, but it'll take some time to get them, to get some
Exactly.
quotes, to get them out, to see what
Right.
we're doing, just to kind of let you know, kind of, I had the admin team kind of come together to see what do we want to do with the building, and just to kind of give you guys some, what we're thinking preliminarily is, at first we were thinking having Mike and Dave in the back half with the driver area, but the more we talked about it, I think we really need to be close together, because we're always dealing with each other and just having us close. So what we decided is we'd like to build out into the existing area to have some more office space. So what we thought is, like, the side door that you come in, we'd have like a vestibule there and blocked off, and then have maybe like a hallway with where the hole was in the in our area.
right.
Make a window there and maybe another one to have a couple offices there, the hallway, maybe some glass, and then a couple windows, or another couple offices on the other side so that light can kind of come through. And then we were going to do a conference room and then a dispatch area, a big dispatch area back there, and kind of make a smaller, like where we have that storage area, maybe just put it around the fire safe area. We had Bob come out. Bob was our general contractor when we built it. Bob is the one that his office is right down the street, and he's been a big help to me since we've moved in, and anything that I need, he just comes over. I'm like, okay, Bob, what can we do here? What give me some ideas. So he was the one letting us know that we could just make that a small little closet, and then we could open it up, probably put some windows so the dispatch has light on that end, and then eventually we'll get our driver's room back once we do the build out is the idea. And what we were thinking of, because there's some area above, is I'm like, how can we get storage there, because we still need storage. So Bob said, well, you need to have a firewall. But if you do that, you can do a firewall, so as we move out, it's probably like 30 feet, we move out to do the build out, and then you can do a firewall and then go across on the top firewall and then up. So you can use that top space, that whole 30 feet by 100 feet basically of extra space of storage, so you can just, which would be fantastic. So and that way he said we don't have to touch the sprinkler systems there, we don't have to adjust anything on the top. He said it should be a pretty inexpensive build on that end. And then on the back end, we would look at putting a couple maintenance, just lifts, so we can hire a mechanic. And right now it's pretty rough office area, but that would probably be fine for the maintenance person to be in that area that's already existing. There's already 2 bathrooms back there, so we don't need to do anything with that. But we do need to have sprinklers put in. We'd have to open up the doors between the 2 so that we can drive through them. And right now, Woda's hired a mechanic. They have 1 bay right now, but he would like to have 2. But I'm going to have him come out and let us know what does he suggest and what things that he needs for setups and whatnot, so that we can do a lot of our in-house maintenance and whatnot, which would be a savings. I'd love to have a bus wash somehow. I don't know if it's even possible, but that's where we need architects in there to help me. Like, is that, if that's even possible, right? So those are kind of our thoughts on what we were looking. Right, and do it. And then we definitely need to do the floor drains, because there's no floor drains in the back. Obviously, we need, because we have it on the one side, but we'd have to continue it. I asked Bob if we needed anything specialized, if we're going to be doing oil. He said no, it's the same. We have the oil trap, the same thing that we have on
Do
our
we have
end.
to pull permits for that too, what to do?
I assume
I would
so.
imagine.
I assume
thought
so.
It's
Yeah.
industrial,
I
yeah.
assume so. Yeah, but no, Bob did say we definitely did. Yeah, when he came out. So.
Maybe I missed him. Where was the swimming pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to do that when you gotta go back to the planning commission too for site plan.
Doing all that again. Yeah. So.
I agree with Mike that you should go for the gusto
Right.
and start pulling things
Then you
out.
can
What
just-
you-
Right.
You say, well, we can't do that now, but we
Yeah.
can plan or whatever.
Right. But just kind of give you guys an out, like what we're thinking overall, so
You
you guys
must
have
do
an
the whole
idea.
project and then.
Right, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
And then Mike and Dave, I think, are going to move into the dispatch room that they're moving out of temporarily. We're going to use Mike's office as a conference room, so we actually have one room in the place that's alone. Like, you can't have, there's no place, because we're all sharing offices, so it's very hard to find a space to even have a conversation. So that's going to be our makeshift conference room. So, yeah, it's a work in process, but we're really excited.
Put a lot of work in this already.
Yeah, yeah.
So how is it going to impact you, or will it, that we're not meeting until August?
I don't know.
As
until
far
I
as,
get,
are we going to miss a construction opportunity or anything like that?
They still got time, because they're not gonna be out until the 1st of September.
That's true,
Right.
Yeah,
until
so
August, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then we're getting at the end of construction
Okay.
season now too.
All right.
So, and I feel like.
It'd be nice to be ready to go. That's what,
Yeah,
yeah.
A lot of this is
But-
inside stuff though, right, indoor?
it is.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I think all of it is.
Yeah,
During winter time.
Right.
I see
Yeah.
the sprinklers, the drains, and the infrastructure,
Right.
the rewiring for dispatch and all of that as being some pretty pricey.
The big money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty, but
Is the county gonna pick up this at all because of the expansion?
I'm building it into the whole quote, so when I'm doing the budgets,
Good.
I'm gonna be putting that into the.
I didn't
into
even have
the-
to ask. I knew she would.
Well, she's a
So-
good director, isn't she?
Well,
So-
I mean, we're going everywhere now in the
We are.
county, so
Yeah.
they're
Right.
benefiting,
Yeah.
so
Right.
they
This
might as
worked
well
out
pay for
perfect.
it.
This is perfect. You got that extra room now.
Oh, we're so happy with that, so just.
But we still need to watch the west side. mean, if we're serving
Right.
over there, I don't think we should close our eyes to
Oh, no.
expansion
Potential there.
of a premise, have
Right.
some structures over that way.
I could see that happening in a couple years.
Another sub
Right.
Okay,
station
Okay.
or whatever.
So-
So
Sounds
they're
good.
doing a planning, Oakland County hired a planner just to look at that and
Oh.
to see like what should we do as far as building out. But we already have this space now, so I think it makes sense. I could think that they're gonna, and we've already expanded our whole parking lot that we just expanded last year. You know, we're already using that.
All over the place, real nice.
Yeah, it is. But that's one of the things they're gonna look at is locations of, are we gonna have like one that we share, like with WODA and NODA, like for a
Right.
hub, and having something, you know, midway and whatnot, so,
okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
So then I'll get the quotes,
Yeah.
and from both of them, but it's gonna take some time to have them just coming out
Exactly.
and doing it
Right.
and drawing it and figuring out how much it's
Give
gonna
you
be.
a
Yeah, so, and if Lynn
So-
has any questions, she can
can,
obviously reach out to the board members
Right.
if she needs assistance.
And Bruce, would you mind sharing that architect's name that you deal with, there's particular, if there's
Yeah,
someone in
it's,
particular?
I'll give you his telephone number.
All right, thanks.
Well, we'll wait while you do that,
All right, well, you can do it later.
but
that's
it's
all right.
making the clock tick. I mean, I'm the one that gets yelled at when the meeting goes too long, so come on, help me out here. Okay. While you're getting that, we'll move on. Actually, we're back
Yeah,
to
where's Cody?
public comments
Yeah.
again. No comments, hearing none. We'll move on to the monthly rider and mileage reports. What's the pleasure of the board?
I'll move, receive the file.
I'll second.
Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. Motion carries. Comments from the board. Carl, we'll start with you. Anything?
No, so we have no meeting next month?
No meeting
We have
in
a
July.
holiday month.
Oh, we should we didn't make a motion, did we?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
We
okay.
did that
Yep,
already,
we
yeah.
did.
My apologies, I got sidetracked. All right. Yeah, I do, I got it here.
Wish everybody
Yep.
happy July.
Okay, thank you. Tanya? Mike?
Our next scheduled meeting would be, what, August 15th, and the third Thursday, right?
Yep,
Okay, that's my comment.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody have a
Ed?
safe.
I agree with Mike.
Okay. Bruce?
No, I have no comments. I'm sending it to your phone.
thank
Okay.
you.
Kim?
Thank you.
No comments, thank you.
All right, okay. I have none. Lynn, any final?
No, I don't think so.
Everybody have a
Enjoy
good
your-
summer?
Yeah, enjoy your
I
summer.
would
What-
make a motion to adjourn.
All right.
Yeah.
Who was second?
Ed?
Supposed to do that.
All in favor of the motion to adjourn, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say no. We'll show it as 4:52.